be transforming your life. How is your life being transformed? As a result of connecting with someone else, and then they add value to you, add value to the other people around. This is one of the best ways to end the process. General fortune. One of the best ways to end receiver income. General receiver income. Okay. Pastor Rabo, help me ask Joy Frank about my marker and please get all the Deborah. Okay, please, I need the markers. Thank you so much. So this is my boy. I don't like using one marker. So you can see that there are two factors here. The factor happening is outside of you, and the factors happening inside of you. The one happening outside of you is called contributing factors. What does it call? They contribute to your success. They can slow you down. They can delay you. They can facilitate it. But those factors are not determining factors, and those factors are the dollar, the naira, the exchange rate, the president, the governor, the senator, the moon, the sun. Things you cannot control is called contributing factors. What does it call? Things you can control is called determining factors, and those ones embedded inside of you, they determine your success. So two things you can control, the positive or the negative. You have the power to control them. So if you focus on the positive, which is what we always encourage everyone to focus on the positive inside of you and ignore the negative. Focus on the winner and ignore the loser. So those positive and winner is called determining factors that determine your success. They are the faith, the courage, determination, commitment, vitality, fidelity, and a lot more that helps you succeed in life. What actually stops men are the negative factors: fear, doubt, anger, resentment, bitterness, and a lot more. They stop men from succeeding. So you are the most important factor. Tell your neighbor. You are the most important factor. Tell your neighbor, I am the most important factor. So you can see the today's topic will be the last. We have this series about 5 days. So today is part 5, possibly the last day. So we have to do moral implication of a victim mentality. Moral implication of a victim mentality. Moral implication of a victim mentality. So mentality. Today is part 5. Part 5. So and then we have here as the subtopic 6 signs of a victim mentality. 6 signs. 6 signs of a victim mentality. So we have the outlines. We are covering part. Number 1 is context for the concept. Context for the concept. Okay. Number 2 here. I don't know. Number 2 is victim mentality defined. Victim's mentality defined. Victim's mentality defined. And number 3 here, we have here 6 signs of victim mentality. 6 signs of a victim mentality. Okay. Number 4 here, we have reasons why we misidentify. Reasons why we misidentify. Okay. And number 5, we have the familiar and or the future. So which one will you prefer, the familiar or the future? A lot of us be very familiar because you are very familiar with it. Number 6, the ultimate abusive relationship. The ultimate abusive relationship. Number 7, we looked at responsibility, response to ability that you already have. Okay, number 8 here, we have the moral implication, which is our today's topic, the moral implications of a victim mentality. So beside the class, I will do a kind of recap for those that join us today for the first time. We know a lot of people are really suffering in this life. They passed through a lot. They passed through a lot. They have been tortured. They have been sabotaged. They have been rejected. They have been lied against. But the truth of the matter is that our lessons is not to attempt to invalidate anyone's feelings or experience. It's not that what you have passed through is not valid. No, that is not what we are talking about. Why we bring this victim mentality is to actually expose a mentality that hold us, that trapped us from experiencing abundance. This is a mentality that actually trapped us from that makes us prohibit our prosperity, blocks our blessings, sabotage our success, and real quality relationships, because nobody wants to associate with someone with a victim mentality. So the challenge is that we have to do ourselves a favor by agreeing with God
that all things work together for our own good. So don't hold on to any mindset based on experience you pass through. So one of the things we do was to define a victim mentality, and we define it as a state of mind in which a person sees himself or identify himself. A state of mind in which a person sees himself or identify himself as a victim of circumstances beyond their control, whereby the person feels powerless, helpless, and that is incapable of helping himself. That state of mind where somebody sees himself and identify himself as a victim of circumstances, situations beyond their control, or victim of wicked and evil people that they have no power to do anything about. So when I to talk about this victim mentality is a kind of a worldview, a mindset, a perspective, how people see themselves. Oh, you can see where I am today. I am powerless. I cannot help myself. And they say things like, I am where I am today because of the government, because of the system, because of abuse, relationship, rejections, sabotage. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. A victim mentality blames and complains and always blames the external factors. External factors. External factors. Those external factors are called contributing factors. So he blames external factors as a determining factor. Okay. So he blames external factors as a determining factors. So you can see, until if you see yourself as helpless and unfortunate, then you will absorb yourself, you will exonerate yourself from taking responsibility for your own condition, for your own choices, for your own decisions, and your own actions. Never you see yourself, I cannot contribute anything to what is happening to me because I cannot do anything about it. No. If you do like that, you actually be living at the mercy of other people and wait for the generosity of other people and need somebody and you start resenting people that you feel should have come to help you and they never showed up. So you start keeping scorecard of people that could not help you. When I was suffering, nobody supported me. When I was nobody, no, don't keep those scorecard. So victim mentality says, I am where I am now because society put me here. It's not my responsibility that I'm here. My condition is not my responsibility. My choices is not my responsibility. My decisions and my actions is not my responsibility. So we ended that particular day by telling us that if you win in the blame game, you can never win in the life game. So people that always win when it comes to victim mentality, they have professional, they have degree. They know how to position themselves and put themselves as those that are suffering, stressing, and they cannot help themselves. If you always win in that game, you can never win in life game. That means forget about life game. So if somebody have a victim mentality will always get angry for 4 reasons. Number one, for people not seeing where they are. Can't you see where I am? He's always getting angry. So nobody is seeing where they are. And they themselves, they don't want to see where other people are. They don't want to see. So they're angry for people not seeing where they are. Number 2, for people not understanding what they are passing through, their condition. They get angry. They get angry, bitterness. And number 3, for people not trying to help them out. For you not trying to help them out, they're angry on you. The day you stop it, it will create resentment and hatred. What does it create? It's the same thing. So we brought some examples to show us that no matter what you are passing through, they were meant for your own good. Those things you are passing through, difficult moments, rejections, challenges you pass through, they were meant for your own good. Why not embrace a victor's mentality, a liberating mindset like Mr. Joseph? Joseph, you see, was rejected by his brother, and of course, they rejected by his brother and sold into slavery and falsely accused and series of misfortune before him. But you see, when he finally made the brothers, he told them, you people should not kill yourself. Don't get angry at yourself. God sent me ahead of you to preserve your life. God sent me ahead of you to keep you to preserve your posterity. So Joseph did not speak against his brother. He was grateful for something that was painful because God put him at the end where he always wanted to be. So God uses wickedness of the brothers to push him to where he is. So Joseph was grateful. He did not just speak offense because he has a liberating mindset and not a victim mentality, because he was not bitter, he was not angry, he was not resentful against his brother. Joseph refused a victim mentality. Instead that he read God into it, he said it is because of God. That I keep telling you, the scripture says, when you shall pass through waters, I will be with you. When you shall pass through fire, I will be. You don't say if, you say when. That means all of us must pass through a moment in our life. It's called seasons. They're not seasons. You cannot have dry season all through the year. Cannot have rainy season all through the year. Cannot have Harmattan all through the year. We have seasons in our life. Now the life is about ups and downs. But the reason why you always remain at up is because you have a victor's mentality. Touch yourself, say, I'm a victor. I'm a victor. Tell your neighbor, you are not a victim. So you are not a victim of circumstances. So don't hold on to anything. Don't hold grudges. Don't hold pains. Because if you hold grudges, you are hurting yourself the more. If you are holding grudges, okay, you are hurting yourself the more. So don't hold anything, because bad things, good things happen to good people. Yes or yes? Bad things also happen to good people. So because Job passed through bad moments sometimes in his life. Yes or yes? Abraham, the wife Sarah, was barren for some time. Yes or yes? Rebecca, of course, was barren for some time. Yes or yes? Joseph passes through pit, passes through the prisons, passes through a lot of things. Moses passes through, even Jesus Christ that came to save us from darkness. The guy was beaten and crucified on the old rugged cross to die in humiliation. But even at the cross, he says, Father, forgive them, for they don't know what they are doing. Because he has a victor's mentality. So bad season doesn't mean that it is going to be bad for you always. So we ended that particular day by looking at one scripture, Romans 8 verse 28. Romans 8 verse 28, which says that all things work it together for our own good, according to those that are called to his purpose. So it's not half things. Did you say half things? Did you say 10%? You are not talking to me. Did you say 50%? 70%? He said all things. There are all things. Whether good or bad, all things. And the other day we also tell us that, see, failure is not the opposite of success. Failure is part of success. So you cannot say, I want to be successful and you remove failure. No, you're going to meet it. But the thing is that you define failure as something that empowers you. I give you a mindset I always repeat almost every time I'm doing this kind of topic. The guy's name is Thomas Edison. He tried to invent an electric bulb over and over and over again. When he finally got it right, the journalist asked him a question when he was interviewed. Sir, you failed 1,000 times. He said, no, I did not fail 1,000 times. They were very shocked. But you failed 1,000 times. He said, no, that you only found 1,000 ways it could not work. What empowering mindset. So the story of the Bible, of course, made us understand that the opposite of victim is called overcomer's mindset. So stop believing that bad things will always happen to you. No, don't believe that. Stop believing that your past determines your future. The only thing you pick from the past is lessons. There are lessons. Pick the lessons and let it go. Daniel was a child of captivity in the land of slavery, and he was doing exploit. He moved from a slave class to becoming a prince and a noble and a president of princes in a strange land. So God always takes little things to overcome huge obstacles. So embrace God's story into your life. Speak God into what to do. Say, God ordained me to pass through this family. I'm born into this family because I'm a light in this family. So I'm born in this community. I'm born in Nigeria. I'm born in Africa because God destined me to liberate and add value to the lives of people I will meet in my life. So don't see Africa as a bad place. Don't see Nigeria as a bad place. Don't see Akwa Ibom as a bad place. Everywhere you find yourself, find opportunity. Turn opportunity. Do what wealth demands. Wealth demands that in the journey of wealth, there's a law called the law of exchange. There's a law of exchange. So if you get that mindset that everything that you want to happen in your life, you must give something to come out of that thing. For example, you want to come out of poverty, you don't need fasting and prayer. You need to give time to study and practice the discipline and behavior of a wealthy man. Just give it the time and the discipline to practice them. You will come out of any financial struggles you are passing through. So always know that many are the affliction of the righteous, but he delivered them out of them all. So we have to talk about 6 signs of a victim mentality. So how do you know somebody has a victim mentality? So you can remove your shoe and start running for your life, because those people they cannot please them. Number one, when you see somebody that always tell you, learn helplessness. That is, I cannot learn for anything, I cannot read anything, I cannot help myself. I feel that where I am here is because someone has to take me out of here. I cannot do anything to help myself out. When people tell you that, run from the person, because he doesn't want to get involved. Life is a business of involvement. Tell your neighbor, life is a business of involvement. Write it on your note. Life is a business of involvement. This life cannot take you out. For your mother to give birth to you, you must be involved to push yourself out. If you don't involve, you will die inside. For you to actually work, you must involve yourself to do the working. For you to go to school, you must involve yourself. It's not about paying school fee. Life is a business of involvement. Life is a business of involvement. Making money is a business of involvement. You cannot involve yourself working in a movie 2 weeks in, 2 weeks out, and you want to collect salary there. You don't go work. So life is a business of involvement. So any place you find yourself and you want to get the good out of that place, involve yourself. Get involved. Not to sit and aside on the fence. Go when they do, man, I make money. See, you want to eat food, you must involve yourself to eat the food. Yes or yes? You want to even go and pee, you must involve yourself in the process. Yes or yes? Nobody can pee for you now. You want to actually sleep, you must involve yourself to do the sleeping. Yes or yes? So anything you want in life, involve yourself. Tell your neighbor, Involve yourself in prospecting, inviting, presenting, follow up. You must involve yourself. You must involve yourself. So you cannot say somebody do it for me. You must get yourself involved. So don't put yourself in a place whereby you are helpless. You cannot help yourself. You are powerless. You are incapable of doing anything. So people give the best effort to what they believe that they can come out of it. So you don't believe you can come out of it, you will live in this comfort zone. And number 2 of the 6 signs is false proof of anger. When people just get angry at anything, I keep saying this, only people that have victim mentality are always angry. Because you have a victim's mentality, the first thing, your life is about contributing to improve the lives of other people. So when someone is not doing things the right way, instead of getting angry, try to put yourself in the person's shoe. Try to understand why the person is doing that thing. So your idea is to add value, turn of value. So they get angry at every little thing. They can smile in their face, but inside of them, they are full of burning furnace of a range of anger. They get angry at the world, at their parents, at the system, at the government, teachers, their employers. They get angry at everything. This country is the problem. They feel that everything and everyone else is responsible for how they feel, responsible for where they are, and every opportunity they have missed, that you are the fault. They get a great offense. See, anyone in this life can change only if you are interested in improving the life of that person. See, people are interested in themselves. Say, okay, how do you want to become better? I want to help, I want to contribute to my family. Let's work together. They're very willing. And at that cost of working together, anything you tell them, he will actually do. So you want people to become better around you, then you must have a victor's mentality. Have a mindset of contribution. Because life is about contribution. Life is about what? Contribution. So number 3, we looked at number 3 signs was unrealistic expectations. Thinking other people should know how you feel. They think that the actions are intentional and they keep scorecard. They tell you, my father was not rich, he was not like Dangote, that is why I'm poor. If my father was a Pabio, I would have been rich. So that my uncle did not buy me biscuits. They have record of everybody that did not help them in this life. But they didn't keep record of everyone that did not help. This is a big challenge. They feel that people are intentionally not helping them or giving up, not giving them a helping hand. Never you put yourself in that shoe. The only person that you need to depend on is God. Human beings are full of disappointment. What did I say? So sometimes they too want to help you, but they couldn't help you because of what they too are passing through. Because anybody in this country today, in Nigeria, is passing through something. Everybody is passing through because the country is hot for everyone. If you like, have so much money, you are still passing through a lot because this country is actually wonderful this moment. Yes or yes? Number 4, over-explaining. People with victim mentality, they always over-explain. Why? Is because they seek to prove themselves of the side of the story that they did nothing wrong for not responsible for the mistakes that they have made. So they don't want to take responsibility for their bad choices and wrong decisions. They don't want to be responsible for anything at all. See, I'm hungry today, it's not my fault. That because you need to give me money to go and eat food. Number 3, negative outlook. When they look at the world and see danger everywhere, and they don't see opportunities anywhere in this world. See, there are opportunities where you are. See, this level where they live, I define this thing like value. Value is anything that is useful to someone else other than you. So you want to make money, you must find things that people want and bring that thing to them. It's called value. Turn of value. They will give you money. There's so much money in this life, and no money has been taken to heaven since they started creating dollars and naira. Nobody has taken naira and dollars to heaven. Have they taken naira and dollars to heaven? All the money is on this earth. Yes or yes? So all the money there. So why are you not thinking how to find? Because looking for money without value is a scam. It's forgery. It's not working. So why not start adding value to people's life? Start adding value. So people are passing through a lot. Think of how you can help someone make money, extra income, make investment, of course, make money work for them. Start thinking. That is why life will reward you. So see the world as a place of opportunity, not as a place of bad things. Because if you see the world as a bad place, full of danger, you will not start a business, you will not start a relationship, you will not go into anything because you will always be afraid of embarrassment, of defeat, of failure, or pains. Number 6, people with victim mentality, they have this I can't cope with stress mentality. I can't cope with stress. I don't like stress. So anything that demands a little of them, they quit. They are always frustrated, full of anger. They withdraw from everything that's full that a little stress. Withdraw from churches, withdraw from business, withdraw from relationship, withdraw from anything that has a little stress in it. Let me ask a question. Is there anything you will do in this life without stress? To fry akara, will you pass through a little bit of stress? To do soya, will you pass a little bit of stress? To go to work every day in secretariat, will you pass a little bit of stress? To be a lecturer, to go to classroom and be teaching every day, will you pass a little bit of stress? To mass script, so there's nothing in life. So instead, then they withdraw back from everything and they go to beg. That is why you don't give those people. You don't give it. They don't pass because Paul told us a man that should not work should not eat. So victim mentality needs to be identified, exposed, eliminated, and eradicated. Because this thing called victim mentality has blocked a lot of blessings, real quality relationship, prohibit prosperity, and sabotage success. So why we are telling you this? Because on your journey of entrepreneur, we are talking to entrepreneur and investor. On your journey as entrepreneur, you're going to pass through challenges. You're going to pass through 1 or 2, 3 years of challenges to have a lifetime of enjoyment. Enjoyment. Those stress you are passing through is to develop your entrepreneurship muscle. Muscles. Because this life, where they see, is meant for the strong. Strong. Because hard times create strong men. What did I say? Hard times create strong men. So when things are hard, you don't have any choice than to be strong. The reason why you need to be strong, financially, emotionally, spiritually, is because the strong take from the weak. If you are not strong, you cannot take from anything in this life. You must be strong. Tell them, I'm strong. Hard times create strong men. Strong men create good times. What did I say? Strong men create good times. You have to be strong to create the good times in your life. Good times create weak men. What did I say? Good times create weak men. Weak men create hard times. What did I say? Weak men create hard times. If you are weak, always complaining, always having victim mentality, things will be hard for that person. I tell you not to be the truth. Things will be hard. So you have to be strong for things to be easy. So we went to talk about why do you like victim mentality? Why? Why they like it is because it's a coping mechanism. It's a justification for an excuse why they should not succeed. I say excuses are the currency poor people used to buy failure. What did I say? Excuses are the currency poor people used to buy failure. So it's a comfort zone. Tell a comfort zone. And the people comfort zone. I don't want to stress myself. I cannot come and kill myself. That's their language. People comfort themselves when they see other people making it in life, progressing, creating businesses, creating wealth, building a gigantic project, changing their world. But they say it's not my fault. Circumstances put me here. Situation put me here. My father was broke. My family was broke. They give excuses why they are broke and poor. Poverty is not your portion. Tell anyone, neighbor. Poverty is not your portion. Maybe that one did not enter. Tell your neighbor. Poverty is bad. Money is good. Tell your neighbor. Don't explain poverty. Poor people know how to explain poverty. Don't you know this poverty is very big? I keep telling you, no matter how poor is big, nobody gathered to celebrate poverty. Nobody gathered to celebrate failure. They don't fare well. Let's do party because he has fared well. Nobody do that. They don't celebrate poverty, no matter how you want to put it. So let that mentality go. Tell yourself, if it must work, I must make it work. It's a business of involvement. Involve yourself on the process of transforming your life. You know why? Because if you dodge the process, you can never sustain results. If you dodge the process, you can never sustain outcome. If you dodge the process, you cannot be transformed. You'll be reformed. Yesterday, this is one gentleman that are shouting fish pie, something. He said, Unatudo. The guy shout fish pie. Grace just found him. And the guy started getting award everywhere, It's, all the social media started giving him money, signed letters up and down. So one guy came and said that this guy should make good use of this moment. That this is the time he need to build his brand. Maybe this fish pie that he's doing now, he's to open a factory, a shopping mall or whatever, maybe fast food where he's selling his fish pie. All this people will buy now because now it's raining. Because life gives you a chance, but you cannot sustain, you lose. You begin to mention people that train. Or they said the one guy that came that body and said he's called Mr. Spell. You say Spell body, you say Emu. Or Mr. Spell, the guy ran and they gave him a lot of money. The guy did not make use of that moment, so he lost it. And you know why they keep losing those moments? It's the same type of people that win lottery ticket, like Jabet, Ponzi scheme. Because what brought them there was not process. They're not process. They just happened over there. This fish pie might just happen. If they told him that the next few minutes in the next few months, the next days you'll be a millionaire, believe him. So you never pass through a process. So you don't, because success leaves clues. What did I say? Success is predictable. What did I say? We can predict his success. That after this moment of celebrity, when the time change, he will not sustain it because the way he's doing things, he's not establishing himself with a brand that can live when the world leave him. So that brand can keep him up. So the guy was advising him, please, Now that you mention people like White Money that win BB Niger, where is it to mention Efe? All those guys who was raining on social media that never put structure on ground. When women leave, they live with the moment. So don't be a man that I get them before, no be property. Tell on the ball, I get them before, no be property. So that is why people always say I get them before, live on past, because when the moment happen, they didn't understand the discipline of wealth, because the wisdom to sustain wealth is found in the process. They're not process. So victim mentality will not appreciate process. Victim will dodge process. And even if that person, even if you give 1 million naira, so with the victim mentality, giving 10 million naira, 50,000 US dollars, or that is a matter of time. The person will lose the money because he has a mindset of people will always give it to me. So we talk about victim mentality so that people can actually know when opportunity present themselves in life, that you need to embrace process. Design your mind in a way that your mind will live above surviving, because our mind was to protect us from and preserve and keep us to survive. People prefer familiar over future. Why? Because they are too familiar with poverty, abusive relationship. They say, I make a day here. This one I sure pass. Let me not go and try businesses, because they don't understand that greatness only exists outside the comfort zone. Tell your neighbor. Greatness only exists outside the comfort zone. You want to be successful in life? Be ready to leave your comfort zone. Just ready to stand up. Stand up and face it. Man up. Stop telling me, don't give me excuses. Okay, rain fell. You want to go to anywhere, rain fall. Enter the rain. What do I say you should do? Enter the rain. Rain should not stop you. Carry umbrella, carry rain. They enter the rain. It's better you enter the rain and get to where you want to get to. Because see, so many things will come in life to stop you. No, be unstoppable. That's why you have to get a thinking chair. Tell a thinking chair. Before you go to bed, anything in your house, carry it and keep it to a corner. Carry your journal. Write your day, the next day. Determine your next day. When I wake up in the morning, this is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to do. Determine your life. Put time. Put everything. I say, the following morning, pick up that thing. Do exactly that thing. Be the architect of your life. Don't live life in your own terms, because that is the only way you'll be fulfilled in life. So you have to stand up and leave the familiar, like Abraham did. God told him, stand up, leave your father's house, leave this your kindred, go out of the country which I will show you. And he believed God and stood up and take action. Well, Christ went to Peter and Andrew. He said, come out of the family of fishery. Let me make you fishers of men. If anyone have a victim mentality, he will abuse himself, because he will always argue with himself, give himself reasons why he should not stand up. And I tell people, if you don't stand up, if you don't take action by inspiration, you still take action by desperation. There are desperation. If you don't make money now to pay children's school fee next month, when next month you will beg people, give me money now, you're not desperate. So you need to plan a life. Plan your life. Plan your life. He that failed to plan to fail. Tell yourself, okay, I will pay myself 10% I earn. Any money I earn, I'm going to budget my life. Poor people don't budget. Only poor people don't budget in this life. Federal government has budget, yes or yes? State government have budget, yes or yes? Every company has a budget, yes or yes? Only poor man spend money on impulse without budget. That's why they're broke. And they'll be blamed. You can't see, it's not my fault that I spend money. They whose fault it is? Who bought that thing? There's a poor man, they have rats. Go to a poor man house, you see a rat. They have clothes, but they don't have any clothes to wear. Every Sunday morning, they go and see bags of rats, no clothes to wear, because they buy nonsense. They are nonsense. Nonsense. Rubbish everywhere. So if some of the victim mentality will tell you, if I don't try that business, I will not fail. They always focus on failing. See, leave failure alone. Focus on winning. Then I'm a winner. Why? It's not that failing. We call it risk and risk mitigation. When we're drawing a business plan, we put in risks, possible risks of the business not going well. We now provide solution to stop those risks in case it happens. That's called risk and risk mitigation. It's always in our business plan. So you have profit and loss, because you cannot be talking about profit in the business without loss. In life, you have profit and loss. In relationship, you have profit and loss. So you have to understand, you must strike balance. Life is about balance. And no balance is like riding a bicycle. You just to maintain balance. Keep moving. The only way to maintain balance in life is to keep moving in the right direction. So please, before you start moving, tell your neighbor, speed is useless without direction. Direction is useless without destination. As you make up your mind, this 6 months, I'm going to make 10 million now, 50 million now. Anything you think, you are correct. Anything you are thinking in your mind now, you are correct. If you think you will win, you are correct. If you think you will fail, you are correct. Tell your neighbor, you are always correct. Life will give you whatever you want. So if you say you want to make 1 million now, let's draw the plan. If you say life is against you, you are correct. Life is working for your own good. You are correct. So please tell your neighbor, I'm a success.
I'm a success.
You are correct. Tell your neighbor, I'm a millionaire.
I'm a millionaire.
You are correct. You are correct. You are correct. If you are telling yourself, the next thing I want to see is your plan. Tell your plan. How do you want to achieve the millions? How do you want to make it happen? Let's draw it down. Remember, anytime you start to think, you have the inspiration, you have revelation. Because, see, thoughts are things. What did I say? Anything you think, you believe. Once you believe, you start taking action. The only that will make that dream not to be a reality is action. It's an action. So we have to look at a man like King David, who was supposed to embrace a victim mentality, but he did not embrace it. So King David was experiencing rejection from his parents. We saw them when they came to anoint him. They did not call him on his own coronation day. He was forsaken in the bush. They say, bring all your children. Jesse brought all the children. He don't finish. The guy was not remembered in his own coronation day. They coronate him as a king. He wasn't there. They have to go look for him after much. You for them vex. So now for this family, when I get mine. Now me they carry the sheep. They bring food for this family. When I come forget me of my coronation day, not thunder fire now. But the guy did not do like that. The guy did not do like that. The guy did not do like that. So he was not feeding the family. So he was rejected on his coronation day. He finds jealousy, envy, hatred from King Saul. He experienced exile as a fugitive. He rebellion from his own son Absalom. He was ridiculed by his own wife. Of course, if that personal failures and rebuke from a prophet, so many issues happened to King David. But definitely, the guy still pushed ahead and even achieved some level of greatness, success, and a succession as a man after God's own heart. So refuse to address refuse to misidentify your dress as your identity. Your address is where you stay. Your identity is who you are. Tell your neighbor. Your address will not identify as your identity. So where you stay is not the problem. Who you are is more important. So the familiar is the comfort zone. The future is always beyond the familiar. So we entered yesterday, we talk about the beginning. Always begin with a call to come out of unfamiliar, uncomfortable, and unknown. So that was the case of Abraham, Joseph, Moses, Esther, David, Daniel, and even Jesus Christ. So if you surround yourself with the reasons why you cannot stay out of the familiar, it will rob you of a better future. So rich and responsibility. Yes, we talk about a child and a son. Some people have childhood behaviors inside of them, not a sonship behavior. I know. Don't worry. Today's class is just 5 minutes. We have to take time to do revision for those that are not here. So a child is born. A son is what? Given. A child doesn't take responsibility. Sons do what? Take responsibility. So as far as you are still complaining and having victim mentality, you are a child. As far as you know, before you to be a son, that means you no longer expect other people to become your savior. For you to be a son, you no longer get angry at other people for not helping you. And then you begin to realize the opportunity, plan, and path and systems are method for why you'll be successful. So these are the locus of control is always inside of you and not outside of you. So today is the last class for this training. So today is called the moral what? Implication. Let's take the notes down. Moral what? Implication. There are about 6 of them. So 6 of them, but let me give some background first before we go to the 6 of them. Moral implication. So write this one down. If you believe that, write this one under moral implication. Moral implication of having a victim mentality. Moral implication of having what? A victim mentality. The moral implication of a victim mentality. So the moral implication is that if you believe that you are helpless, if you believe that you are helpless and a victim of circumstances beyond your control, if you believe that you are helpless, hopeless, incapable of helping yourself, and a victim of circumstances beyond your control, if you believe that you are helpless, hopeless, incapable of helping yourself, and you are a victim of circumstances beyond your control, if you believe that you are helpless, hopeless, incapable of helping yourself, and you are a victim of circumstances beyond your control, if you believe it, then you must also believe that God has abandoned you. If you believe that you are helpless, hopeless, incapable of helping yourself, a victim of circumstances beyond your control, then you must also believe that God has abandoned you. That's what you should believe. So if you believe that you are helpless, incapable of helping yourself, hopeless, nobody's, also believe that God has abandoned you. Full stop. So also believe that God has abandoned you. Believe that too. Believe that God has abandoned you. And there is believe that God has no will and way for you. So you believe that you are helpless, hopeless, a victim of circumstances. Also believe that God has abandoned you, full stop. That God has no will and a way for you to succeed in life. Believe that too. Because I'm coming to something very important. So you believe that you are helpless, hopeless, that you can be a victim of circumstances beyond your control. Please believe that God has abandoned you. Believe that God has no will and way for you. And also believe that your circumstances and oppressors are bigger and stronger than God himself. That is where we have problems. So if you believe that you are helpless, hopeless, and a victim of circumstances, please believe in four things again. Also believe that God has abandoned you, number one. Number two, that God has no will and way for you to succeed. And number three, that God, your oppressors, circumstances are bigger and stronger than God himself. If that is not true, then that's why you still believing that things are beyond your control. If you believe that you are a victim of circumstances, you are helpless, hopeless, incapable of helping yourself, please also believe that that God has abandoned you. Please believe that one. Number one, God has abandoned you. Number two, that God has no will and way for you to succeed in life. Number three, believe that your oppressors and circumstances are bigger and stronger than God himself. Believe that too. Because, and the last one here is that also believe that God's promises are not valid. So if you believe that you are helpless, hopeless, incapable of helping yourself, please believe on these four things too. Number one, that God has abandoned you. Believe it. Number two, God has no will and way for you to succeed. Number three, that your oppressors and circumstances are bigger and stronger than God himself. And God's promises are not valid at all. If you believe those four things, that means you are correct. But if those four things are not true, that means you are not correct. So what are we going to do? Repent and believe the good news. Repent. I'm going to give you the good news, 6 of them. That if you actually believe that you have a victim mentality, you are believing that God has abandoned you. Number one, God has no will and way for you to succeed and excel in life. Number three, the circumstances and oppressors are bigger and stronger than God, and God's promises are not valid. They are invalid. That they are now invalidating God's promises, which is not true. So that is the moral implication of a victim mentality. Because if you actually have those mentalities, you are telling us that God has abandoned you, your circumstances are bigger than God, they are stronger than God himself, and God's promises are not valid. So repent and believe the good news. So let's go to the main solution of today's class. So once you start believing that there is nothing you can do to make your life better, once you start believing that there is nothing you can do to make your life better, you all equally believe that God has abandoned you. That's what you simply say. Because there's everything you can do. God has given you life, everything in life. So please, there's something you can do. So what I want you to believe today, that how to come out of victim mentality is 6 of them. So we'll mention the 6 of them today quickly, and then we call it today. So if you believe that you have a victim mentality, that means also believe that God has abandoned you, God has no will and way for you, that circumstances and oppressors are bigger than and stronger than God himself, and God promises invalid. So if that is not true, then repent and believe the good news, and start believing that that business you want to go into, that relationship, that all things will work together for good for you, that God has a will for you. So now one thing you must believe is that God is for you. God is for you. Believe when God is for you, nothing can be against you. Number 2, you must believe. If you want to come out of victim mentality, you must believe that God has never left you or forsaken you. God has never left you. God has never left you or forsaken you. God has never left you or forsaken you. So believe that. See, if you don't believe this, you will still be holding yourself captive. God abandoned me. God imagined me. He hold me. Pass it. No. God has always been with you. God has always been with you. What doesn't kill you make you stronger. Number 3, you want to come out of victim mentality, you must believe that you are in the perfect will of God. Believe that you are in the perfect will of God. Perfect will of God. In your business, in your marriage, believe that you are in the perfect will of God. God is for me, and nobody. Greater is He that is in me than he that is in the world. If you don't believe these things, you always have yourself find. Anywhere you find yourself that seems to be so hard and so strong, just start thinking about it. God is for me. Even if you just confess this, I'm going to tell you today. God is for me. Because you must use the power of affirmation. God is for me. God has never left me and forsaken me. What I'm passing through now is working to my angle. Imagine Joseph was in a pit and suddenly believed that God is not with him. The guy would have not come out to become a prime minister. If the guy was in Potiphar's house and did not believe that God is for him, he would have compromised with the master's wife. But say no. If the guy was in prison, he never doubted God. He never doubted. I'm going to mention so many things today. So you have to believe that what you're passing through, you don't have money in your pocket, is the will of God for you to think. Because hunger sometimes is good. Hunger makes somebody think. They're not thinking. That poverty, that struggle is very, very good. Because poverty will make you to hate poverty. Because there are so many things you cannot afford. God, I told you, love is denied expression by poverty. What else is real? Love is denied expression by poverty. What do you make person know the expression of the poverty? You can give without love, but you can never love without not giving. You know body. So you love your children, your family, you cannot express the poverty. So that poverty you are, it vexes you. So because of that, you will do anything legal to succeed. That's why my drive. Why my drive? I don't like poverty. Born broke and poor, struggle all through life. Now, wow. No. So what do I need to do now? I'm ready to involve myself. So number 4, I want to count on victim mentality. Believe greater is he that is in you than he that is in the world. Believe that. Number 4. Greater is he that is in you. Greater is he that is in you than he that is in the world. Believe that greater is he that is in you than he that is in the world. But you don't believe that victim mentality is smiling to welcome you home. Number 4, you want to count up a victim mentality, you must believe greater is he that is in you than he that is in the world. Greater is he that is in you. Tell your neighbor, greater is he that is in me than he that is in the world. Okay, number 5. Either with me, you are following me to this point. Shall I? No, that one is begging for the church card. Let us read number 1 together. Number 1 says what?
God is for you.
Not everybody is saying it. Please do your hand like this. Do your hand like this. Collect that one. Put that for your pocket. I dash you. Go home. Read number 1 together. 1 together. Go.
God is for you.
Number 2. Do you believe that?
Yes.
Number 3.
I am in the perfect will of God.
It's God's will that you are born in that family. You are in that church. You are in that street. You are in that place you find yourself. So you can come out of there and add value and make it a better one. Then number 4. Let's say it together.
I believe that
Number 5. Let's write it together. Every promises that God has made is absolutely intact. Every promises that God has made. Every promises that God has made is absolutely intact. Every promises that God has made is absolutely intact. I'm waiting for my recognition and responsibility to take charge. Every promises that God has made is absolutely intact. Waiting for my recognition and responsibility to take charge. Every promises God has made is absolutely intact for me. Waiting for my recognition and responsibility to take charge. Told you, children don't take responsibility. Only sons take responsibility. Talked about that yesterday. Every promise God has made for me and for you is absolutely what? Intact. Waiting for my recognition and responsibility. So it comes with 2. You must recognize and be responsible to take charge. So that is sonship. So God cannot say you are the head and not the tail, and you are telling me I'm not just understand my present condition. My condition is telling me that things are not working, things are bad. Don't confess negative, even in the darkness. Don't confess negative. Even in your dead zone, don't confess negative. Because words are powerful. By the words of your mouth, you shall be justified. By the words of your mouth, you shall be condemned. So we know that you speak from the abundance of the heart. We know that once somebody confesses negative, there's something fundamentally wrong with his identity. It's an identity. He has a victim mentality. That's why we are coming here to clear and take a whole week and study about victim mentality, dissect it, remove it, so that you will never entertain victim mentality again in your entire life. Instead of that, confess these 6 things I'm going to tell you today. God has not forsaken me. God is for me. Look at the people. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, the 3 Hebrew men. They saw fire. They say if God is able to deliver them. And they don't even worry. King Nebuchadnezzar, don't even worry yourself. God will deliver us. You don't worry themselves. You don't worry. He said, put the fire. Double it. 7 times. God deliver. Because of mindset. Mindset. The way you set your mind is very, very important. in the journey of wealth as an entrepreneur, as an investor. Because you want to go to so many businesses, people will tell you, don't go into that business, it will not work for you. Tell them my case is different. What do you tell them?
My case is different.
See, you are the sum total of your thinking. So, and also number 6 now. Number 6, God and his promises. God and his promises is waiting for me to arise to my occasion. God and his promises is waiting for me to arise to my occasion. God and his promises is waiting for me to arise to my occasion. God and his promises is waiting for me to arise to my occasion. God and his promises is waiting for me to arise to my occasion. So God promises for you is like 5G. You are currently now at 3G. You can never download 5G results with 3G mindset. That's why you must grow in competence and character. How do you grow? It's not by fasting and prayer. How you grow is by study. Tell us study. Animals survive by instinct. Human beings succeed by study, learning, by knowledge. So you want to survive, you can survive. Keke man is surviving. Are they not surviving? Okada men are surviving. Are they not surviving? People that carry Dangote cement from trailer to warehouse, are they not surviving? The woman selling periwinkle in the market, is he not surviving? But you want to succeed in this life. Okay? There's a level of knowledge you need to get. There's no information you need to get. You know what's exposed to a level of knowledge to assess a level of results. Because knowledge is packaged information tailored to solve a problem. See, knowledge will actually give you the essence. Every page for lack of knowledge. Knowledge will give you the awareness. Then awareness to recognize your hidden potential. So you must grow. You must grow. Nobody will do it for you. Nobody will reach for you. Nobody will expose you to the awareness. Remember, you can never desire something you are not aware of. Yes or yes? So you must expose your mind to the possibilities of your life. That you are a millionaire. That don't let circumstances. You follow this path because it takes time for poverty to manifest. Because poverty is by installment. Installment. And wealth too is by installment. Installment. It took somebody 15 years, 10 years, 5 years, 3 years to arrive at poverty. 1 year. Now you want me to take away poverty in your life in a single event, in a day? It's not possible now. So I need time to format your brain, for you to let go some things that is holding you down. Let go poverty mindset and poverty behavior. And held on to wealthy mindset and wealthy behavior. And it comes to wealth education. So now wealth education. Education is a process. It's not a process. It's not abracadabra. It's not about magic. So you can sustain it. Not sustain. So you must rise to your occasion. Tell me what about. You have to rise to your occasion. So I will end the class by this. 4 steps to manifest a victim mentality, to manifest a victor's mentality. This is not part of the class. I just added the Jara so that I can give you something to take home this weekend. 4 steps to manifest a victor's mentality. Number 1, focus on your field of favor and fortune. Focus on your own field of favor and fortune, an area of excellence. Focus on your own field of favor and fortune. Focus on your own field of favor and fortune, an area of excellence, expertise. Focus on your own field of favor and fortune, an area of excellence, expertise, and personal experiences to establish visibility, credibility, and authority. Full stop. Focus on your own field of favor and fortune, an area of excellence, and expertise, and personal experiences to establish visibility, credibility, and authority. 3 things. So you want to have a victor's mentality. Sit down on your thinking chair. Every man has a thinking chair. Serious people. Sit down there. Find an area you want to dominate, a niche you want to be in charge. Focus on your own field of favor and fortune, an area of excellence, and expertise, and personal experiences to establish visibility, credibility, and authority. So find yourself. Because you know why I need to find this thing? You cannot be everywhere and become great in life. Divided intention, divided attention is divided energy. Find something, be known for something. Be so good at that particular thing that anybody in the world will look for you. Every great man becomes great man for one thing. Mike Tyson, you mentioned his name. Of course, Richard Branson, Elon Musk, Bill Gates, they are being known for something. So what do you want to be known for? Ask your neighbor. Neighbor, what do you want to be known for? Mercedes is somebody's name. Benz is somebody's name. Toyota is somebody's name. Gucci is somebody's name. Tell your neighbor, neighbor, what is your name? So you need to have a name. So you want a victor's mentality, find a focus. Then a focus. Number 2, in your field, become a celebrity in your circle. In your field, become a celebrity in your circle. In that field, become a celebrity in that circle. And a big name in your business and game, full stop. In your field, you want to focus. In an area, you want to focus. Become a celebrity. Determine to become a celebrity in that circle. And a big name in your business and game. So if you want to go, don't go and become that bencher. No. If you come here to be the community organizer, come become the champion. Don't go and be sitting down and say, have you watched men? In life events, 2 types of people in life events. The players and the spectator. People that play football, 2 people are in the field. People that are performing and people that are watching them. So which one do you want? The player. Say, no, I'm a player. So be a player. I say in life, in your field, become what? A celebrity in your circle and a big name in your business and game. Decide that. Anywhere I am, in my marriage, I will be the best father, the best mother, the best everything, and the best businessman that provide. Determined to become the best. Excellent, excellent. Don't go for it. Better you do small thing excellently than to do big thing rubbish. So do small thing in a big way instead of looking for money to do big things in a big way. You can start small and grow big. So number 3, make your own market. I say create your own market. Create your own market. Create your unique niche. Create your own market. Create your unique niche. And attract the right audience. And take over digital territory. Create your own market. Create your own unique niche. Niche. N-I-C-H. Create your own market. Create your own niche. Attract the right audience. And take over digital territory. And the last one, but not the least, number 4. You want to live as a victor. Don't come and be watching people succeed in life. I say create your own market. Create your own unique niche. And attract the right audience. And take over territories. Digital territory. So you want to succeed in life, sit down and have a plan for your life. Don't wake up every morning and live life the way you see life. Say, Ki sera sera. What must be, must be. By God's grace, it's not a strategy. Then, by God's grace, it's not a strategy. No, neighbor did not say it. Talk to other neighbor. Tell neighbor, by God's grace, it's not a strategy. Stop telling us by God's grace. I asked them say it by God's grace. No, that is not a strategy. That is not a strategy. Okay, number 4. This is the last one. Populate your field with product and services. Populate your field with product, services. Populate your field with product, services. And offer opportunities, events. Populate your field with product, services. And offers opportunity events. Populate your field with products, services, and offers opportunity events. So you want to actually be a victor, always think how you can populate whatever you are doing with products, services, and offers opportunity events for other people to also come and work with you. Because you wake up in the morning and start thinking about how you can produce any product you produce. Obviously, it's not going to be meant for you alone. Because you want to trade the product for other people. So what kind of product will I produce? What kind of service will I render to people? What kind of offers, opportunity will I render to people? Give people offers. Then offers. Have a business for $4.99, have a 7 account, 3 account, there are offers account, 1 account. There are a lot of offers. So which one can you afford? Which one can you offer? Give your offers. Then offers. We have products, so toothpaste. We have products. We have services. We can teach and train. We can mentor. Give people. Always think about opportunities, services, and offers. Okay, if you think about this for 90 days, things will start working together for your own good. So I'm here to let you know that victim mentality is very bad. It doesn't allow a man to succeed. It blocks your blessings, sabotages your success, and prohibits your prosperity and real quality relationship. You have a victim mentality, always help me mentality. Everybody will run away from you. Everybody will run away from you. Even your pastor, he will shock you. That man that pray for you, speak in tongues, and you go to that man with victim mentality. Every Sunday, pastor, give me transport. Give me transport. Pastor, support me. Pastor will remove his shoe. Also, you go run, and you go now understand that the world is not your mate. So please drop victim mentality. Instead, have a victor's mentality. Victor's mentality. I told you life is about contribution. So you must give before you collect. So that's where we can stop today. So please, I want to be sure that you learn something, because on Monday, we are cooking something for you on Monday that will help you become the ultimate version of yourself. And we will start by teaching you 7, a bit 12 of the wealth. Well, don't worry, let me leave it there. Let me on Monday we'll start that one. So you cannot afford to miss Monday class. Like anybody that you know should be in the class on Monday. Get a brand new note, because that note you will launch it. Then you launch it. Yes, that why I say you should write is because I know you must participate in your transformational process. So online community, please don't get involved in a business without a mentor. Reason, mentorship is a legal shortcut to success. He that stand on the shoulder of mentor will see far. See you on Monday. Have a wonderful weekend. Thank God it's Friday. See you at the top, and bye-bye for now. For the rest of us here, I know you've learned something. Check your notes. What do you learn today?